definitely.
This tree is remarkable. So stunning.
Okay, what is the name of this tree again?
Lace bark pine.
I love this.
Yeah, the bark on this tree is absolutely stunning. It has like a leathery...
This is good. As an hors d'oeuvre, actually. This just smells good.
I know.
Barbara Lynch came as an artist in resident to the Gardner Museum in 2014. She spent a month basically looking at the collection, thinking about the plants, the edible plants that are here on the property, and speaking to conservators, to curators, to gardeners.
And this.
Aren't those beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so stunning.
Oh, I'll definitely use these. You kidding?
Okay.
Yeah. I actually want to try to make something now.
While Barbara was here at the museum, she met Taylor Johnson, one of the gardeners. And Taylor was passionate about edible plants. So Barbara and Taylor had incredible conversations about the plants that could eventually be used in the meal.
And you say you grind it.
What I've read is that you dehydrate the center of the bark, combine it with wheat or cereal to make flour, and then I assume it's just as you would with regular bread.
Okay.
And the leaves are supposedly high in vitamin C or have been used medicinally.
It's good.
I'm good. No, I'm just kidding.
What I was thinking is just having different dinners, whether it's like one night of a Venetian night, maybe a foraging dinner. We can get stuff. We can have Taylor.
And that,
grow
right,
stuff.
that's another, there's an obvious one. The stuff that's growing, the moss, there's moss.
Oh my God, moss every which way.
The Gardner Museum has a restaurant called Cafe G,
Anytime you can
and it's run by an amazing chef, Pete Crowley, who was a longtime friend of Barbara Lynch. So this friendship allowed amazing, magical things to occur.
I've got a book upstairs about foraging and, 3,000 things that you would never think are possible to eat that you can find
Right outside.
right outside.
Like dandelion green. I'm a big root fan too. I love roots. Garlic root, parsley root. It's a stronger flavor. See what Taylor has around that we can eat.
With some
for
cool
the public,
ideas.
it'll be so much fun, right? I think so.
I think so.
Right? So I guess as I have another week. So I'll just keep on writing ideas down. Awesome. This is your favorite room, right? Is it one of your favorites?
It's one of my favorites. It's perfect, right?
Yeah.
For what we do.
Isabella Stewart Gardner was an incredible collector and spent a lot of time purchasing works from all over the world where she traveled.
What are these?
This is a squash. Or a
On
gourd
top of
here
a
on
squash.
top of that.
Plums, maybe?
Pomegranates.
This whole thing inspires me.
The tapestry they looked at was one of a series that is the history of Cyrus, the emperor of Persia. And it was the Persian nature of that story that became the inspiration for part of the meal that Barbara created here.
So you know that soup that we were talking about yesterday with the mutton? Would you change it and make it rabbit?
I hate hair. You either need lamb shoulder or mutton. We don't need to get mutton, but we could get goat. I mean, we have ideas, which I think the more I see, it's all coming together. Excited? Awesome. We got some cooking to do.
I'm taking the tendon off, and then I'm going to go back through them with
Yep.
a heavier knife and scrape.
You can
hack
crack it off if you want.
Cracking can be so messy.
No, we
And
can-
you splinter.
I'd like just, I know
Scrape it.
we could scrape it.
Yeah.
Barbara decided to make a lamb shank, inspired by the tapestry themselves.
Okay, so
Back.
we cut the
back.
You want to cut it once here?
Yeah,
So cut it on either side.
I think so, yeah.
Totally. Okay, cut it around here.
One.
And there.
One.
That's it.
Okay, so one
Yep.
here, side,
Yep.
side, and those will automatically
Yep.
come down. We can have a shanking party.
Okay, one down.
28 minutes later,
So they're in there?
parchment.
Can you strain this sauce?
Raisins and some barberries.
We're not going to need a ton. And then after that, let's get the shanks.
Pour a little saffron water in and super.
Part of the main course was this amazing Persian rice made with saffron and barberries. And those were all inspired by the fact that it was Persia.
Hey, sorry to bother you. It's Pete. When you have a second, do you have some drill bits I could borrow?
We created a little menu booklet for the dinner. And it was inspired by Barbara's notebooks, where she makes lovely drawings and writes all sorts of notes about the meal she's preparing. So The meal began with soup called stained glass, and it was based on the Soissons Cathedral stained glass that's in the long gallery on the 3rd floor. And she cut different vegetables, turnips, carrots, beets, into thin slices, and then poured a Barbary consommé over it. And when it poured, these vegetables exploded in color in the consommé and created a stained glass.
Is a duck liver mousse in piping bag by any chance? Thank you, Chef.
And another part of the meal were these incredible hors d'oeuvres based on a duck liver mousse that Barbara made using edible branches that came from the garden in the museum.
That's good. That's good. What?
While Barbara was in residence here, she spent time with the conservation team and discovered that quail egg shells are decorative elements in Japanese lacquer. So these quail eggs were served on edible moss that is grown for the courtyard.
You guys want another round of quail eggs?
Just bumped into Taylor.
Yay, Taylor!
She said she has plenty of each of these. I think this is the same.
Okay, I'm gonna put carrots on here.
On a tray.
On tray. What time's hors d'oeuvre party?
Count how many are each. Double check the count. There's 60 of them.
Also part of the hors d'oeuvres were these incredible small carrots that were drilled one by one and piped with a tarragon cream.
Yeah.
Drizzle with this pomegranate molasses.
And these were served on bark that came from trees in the museum garden.
Good evening. It's wonderful to welcome you here tonight. I want to introduce you to Barbara to say a few words and tell you a little bit about tonight.
Well, thank you to the whole museum, actually, for suggesting it. I was like, an artist in residence? She's like, can you stay a month? And I'm like, a month? Sure. But when I said sure, they're like, but you can't work on your work. And you have to be home at 10. And I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I was like, but I did it, and I said yes. So tonight you're going to see a lot of Taylor and Chef Pete and myself just collaborated on most of the stuff. And I'm going to talk about that when you're sitting down having dinner. So thank you very much. So guys, this is family style lamb. Each table is going to we're going the same thing. 10 rice plates down. Shanks are going to be family style. And each table gets one. Okay, rice goes down.
Yes. Second table is 8.
This is amazing.
It's my favorite food to cook. So the rice is jasmine rice with barberries, and you toast the bottom of the rice with saffron butter, and you layer it with rice and berries and rice and berries, and then you poke little holes in, and you pour some saffron water in it. And then the lamb shanks were glazed in pomegranate juice. How's that?
Beauteous. I love that.
Vito, is all the rice ready? Oui, chef. 8 and then 8, 8 and then 8. I just wanted to serve it big. Like the tapestry room is so big. And I first went for the hunt, because like everyone was different. You'd see wild hare, a turtle. So it's meant to eat. It's just meant to enjoy it. Thank you. So cheers. No way, no way. That's just crazy stuff. Thank you to the museum. Toast, cheers. I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, man.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Amazing. I can't wait to do it again. But we have to figure it. I want to do something different.
No, but
So you gotta get your stomach
you can
muscles ready.
You can see.